Hello Libra, welcome to your March 2019 general horoscope reading. So Libra, thank you for your patience. I know I'm getting these March readings out a little late. I've had a lot going on, a lot of home improvement projects and stuff like that. But here we are, and I'm going ahead and starting slightly different. We're starting down here, and I went ahead and jump started with a rune stone, so we can dive in with your psychic messages here. And it is Awaz. So with Awaz, the message here is pretty straightforward, especially once we get out of Pisces into Aries season, and then your full moon, which happens on the 20th, I do believe, or around then. Yeah, that's gonna be like go time for you, Libra. And that is exactly what this rune is saying. You can see a lot of progress with whatever you've been putting your focus into. A lot of progress, a lot of movement, a lot of, some of you, ooh, talk about a lot of progress. First card hopping out, Wheel of Fortune. Wow, love it. So yeah, things are turning around quickly, Libra. Some of you may find yourself moving to a new home, or just simply taking a lot of extra trips this month. And it could just simply be due to the opportunity that is shining through here for you. So it's really quite beautiful. It's a very progressive. Woo! Did you see that? It's a very progressive rune. Very progressive. Wow. Yeah, now I can already tell you, looking at these right off the bat, Pisces season is bringing up some spiritual inner conflict. Spiritual and inner conflict. We'll get to that. Just wait for one more card here. Since they're hopping out like frogs for you, Libra, I'm just going to let it, woo! Okay, you get two more. Oh, beautiful. Okay. Wow. Also, Libra, drop me a comment, share with me your fellow air signs, just how you're doing. What are your plans? What is it that you are preparing for here? What is it you've been focusing on that is going to see good fortune here? Good results. All right. Face to face we go. Okay. So, coming from Pisces season, moving into March here, which March is still, majority of March is Pisces season. We have the Six of Swords for you, Libra. And so this, I'm getting, this is coming from having to leave something behind, or leave a part of yourself behind, Libra. Moving away from something, someone, or moving away from that way of being. The way of being, the way that you'd perceived things before. It's moving away from that. Row, row, row your boat. You know, that's the advice with this, going right into the month. And it's a time of reflection. Especially during this whole Mercury retrograde. It's going on from like the 6th to the 28th of March. So just be aware of that. With the Mercury retrograde and then the Pisces new moon, which happens around the 6th, 7th, a lot of this is coming up. Okay, so Five of Swords next here. There's an inner struggle that a lot of you Libras are having to cope with going into the month here. Having to sort of come at peace with. Find the peace within here. So that is what's really going to be brought up around that Pisces new moon and the middle of the Mercury retrograde, is discovering that peace within yourself again. How to fully embrace and completely annihilate, oh God, I can't say the word. I'm going to say it. Annihilate. Woo! There we go. Okay. Completely annihilate the things that no longer serve you. The people or relationships, conversations that were being had that were getting you nowhere. Annihilating those and moving on to the next. I'm getting, for a lot of you Libras, that it does begin with where that inner sort of strife, that inner sort of desire right now to just fight or to react a little sharply perhaps, where that is coming from. Really look at that in Pisces season here. Does it have to do with a childhood memory? Something that happened to you way back when? Does it have to do with a recent heartbreak? Stuff like that. And there's just, with the Mercury retrograde, this is popping up for a lot of signs, especially when you look at these together here. But it's happening for a lot of us where we just, we're having to go back and look at the information over the last 3-4 months. And we're having to kind of piece things together, review some things. You might be kind of rehearsing some conversations, looking back and thinking, oh, maybe that didn't go so well. Perhaps this could have been said or done better. And now with the Mercury retrograde is a time where you can make peace with the other person. You can really make peace with them because it's about going back on some conversations, but definitely thinking through things a bit more thoroughly. And just make sure, any of you who are thinking about enacting some new contract, signing on with some new company, a new home, whatever, just make sure that the contract is within your best interests. It could be a little bit of I don't necessarily want to say mischief. It could be just some things in the contract that don't really resonate with you. I'm not necessarily getting that it's someone's intentionally lying to you. It could be, but I'm getting it's just about reviewing and making sure that you're covered and that you're getting what you need. So up next you have the Queen of Swords. So, woo, beautiful. I'm getting this is showing up for you big with that Libra full moon of yours that is happening on the same day of the spring equinox and when the sun goes into Aries. It's wild. It's going to be a power day. And for you, it's definitely, it's going to be a big day. Queen of Swords. Like, the Mercury retrograde won't be over at this point, but you are being empowered with that full moon energy with clarity, with a powerful sense of purpose here. Knowing where to put your time, knowing the best moves to take, and being able to be decisive. You may find yourself being a lot more decisive around that full moon energy. Queen of Swords is very decisive. She thinks things through, but then boom! When she makes a decision, the decision is made and it is final. So expect a big decision and a final decision to be made around that time. Especially when it has to do with your fortune, with your own money even, but also I'm getting more of the karmic stuff. And even just with the communication errors that maybe have been popping up and all the reviewing that you're doing in that area, things you're moving away from, like it all just kind of becomes crystal clear now. Yeah. And then we have the Three of Wands and then the Ace of Cups, Libra. And these popped out together. A lot of intuitive downloads that have to do with your vision, with the next expansive move that is happening for you. You're going to feel the support from the universe here, especially with that Ace of Cups. Support from the universe coming to you spiritually, but also through other relationships. You're going to find that people are on your side, especially towards the end of the month. It's going to feel real good. Also, I'm getting for a lot of you, this could be an offer of love. And even, this is really specific, but a relationship that is being offered to you, and it also requires you to move locations, countries, states. And it's like this big new adventure. But for a lot of you Libras, this is really just having to do with your creative vision and where you see yourself going next. You get the confirmation that you need towards the end of March here. You get the confirmation you need with what the next trip is, with where you're putting your efforts next. And it's just going to feel so good with the Ace of Cups here. Feels so rejuvenating. And that trip or that relationship offer that is showing up here, or both, looks so fulfilling. So rejuvenating. So take advantage of it. For sure, Libra. A lot of good stuff coming your way. I love Wheel of Fortune being at the center of the reading here for you. A lot of good stuff coming your way. All you have to do is make the decision, is to choose, Libra. I know you Libras, that can be a little hard for some of you. You can be pretty indecisive, but you'll know. You'll have all the feels of what feels right, what feels good to you. You don't want to miss this opportunity that's rolling in here. I love this. Quite the journey, Libra. So yeah, this concludes your March reading here. Be looking out for the next Zodiacs in Comedy video. Hopefully I will get one out here soon. I pretty much wrapped up all my busyness, so be expecting that. If you want to connect with me more, or if you want to do a personal reading and look at your own chart, look at the own personal affairs that you have going on, information, links are below in the descriptions box, as always, Libra. So you have a fantastic month. Thank you for subscribing to my channel and everything. It really does help support the messages and work that I do here. You guys are awesome. See you in the next video.